And hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another live stream. This time it's the Old Firm derby at Hampden Park in the Scottish Cup semi-final. A game I think a lot of us have been really looking forward to, as the domestic season in the league's pretty much all but completed, with Celtic obviously getting title number 53. But yeah guys, welcome back to the channel. Before I go through the lineups for both sides, which you can see on the screen, comment down below your score predictions for the match. Who do you think will win and what do you think the score will be? And I'll go through mine afterwards. I'm pretty confident in Celtic's ability to win this one, especially with some of the players that have returned from injury. But I'll go through both sides quickly. So we'll start with Rangers. They have McGregor in net, Tavernier at right back, Goldson and Davies as the two centre backs, with Barisic at left back, with John Lundstrom, Nicholas Raskin as a midfield two, with Cantwell on the right wing, Tillman down the middle as a number 10, and then Kent on the left, with Morelos up front. And then for Celtic, we have Joe Hart in net, Greg Taylor at left back, Starfelt and Carter Vickers as the two centre backs, with Alistair Johnston at right back, with Hatate, O'Reilly and McGregor in the midfield three, with Maida on the left, Jota on the right, and then Kyogo leading the line again. Obviously, big news for Celtic really is that Hatate and Jota are back and starting the match, which is obviously a massive boost for us. So hopefully they make an impact, and for that reason as well, I was confident either way, but for that reason I'm definitely going for a Celtic win. I don't see Rangers having enough in this to get anything out of it. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 Celtic win. That's what I believe it will be, 2-0 to Celtic. And I think Kyogo will get one, and I think Jota will get one as well. So that's my prediction. I don't think Rangers are going to be able to do anything in this game. But yeah, we're not too far away from kickoff here now, guys. We're about 5 minutes or just over 5 minutes away from kickoff. But yeah, I will say Hampden looks a bit cleaner this time than last time out in the final of the League Cup final. But yeah, guys, comment down below your predictions for the match. Who do you think will win and who do you think will score? And also subscribe as well if you're new around here. If you're a Celtic fan, subscribe to the channel. We upload daily Celtic content of all the news surrounding the club. And we are approaching the end of the season, where it gets a bit exciting with the transfer window coming around. I think a few of our players will be linked with moves away, but we'll be covering all the stories on the channel, let you know if it's false or true, as well as incomings as well. We've been linked with a few players. But yeah, guys, so about 4 minutes away here now. I'm looking forward to this game. I think, obviously, if we win this one, then the treble's 100% on them, really. And it's going to be... the Rangers fans will be absolutely raging. We have McCoy on the commentary here. Logan says first 10 Celtic gonna win. I think he means that they're gonna score in the first 10 minutes there. I'm not too sure. And then William says Celtic win also. I think the poll also suggests that everyone thinks it will be 89% said Celtic, 4% said draw, 7% said Rangers. So I think Celtic are massively favourites for this one, but I've been seeing a few Rangers fans. They're quietly confident in their ability to maybe get something out of this game. But I think for them, if they don't win this game, it's definitely a failure of a season. I mean, they were stinking in Europe. Well, we weren't great, but we were better. They were stinking in Europe. Domestically, they haven't really been up to the race. And then obviously the League Cup they lost as well. So this is the last thing they've really got to play for. So if they can't get a win here, then their season's a bit of a write-off, to be honest. Quite embarrassing for them. But yeah, Hampden Park's absolutely filled to the brim here. And the players are about to make their way out of the tunnel. With McGregor there. Got the pitch guys doing their last finishing touches to the pitch, which we appreciate, considering the state of it last time out. As Michael Bill said, he didn't want his players playing on a cow farm against Aberdeen. I just don't see Rangers posing too much of a threat, to be honest. I think the first 10 minutes, as Logan says, will be a big indicator of how the game will go. I think if we come out in the first half just dominating from the get-go, I think Rangers will have a sniff on goal. But if we played it like we did against Motherwell, it could be a bit of a different story. So I'll see how it goes. But the players are making their way out of the tunnel here. Tavernier and McGregor are leading the line for both their sides. And both sets of fans making themselves known. The flares on either side of the stadium. There's Alfredo Morelos there. Him and Kent's future is somewhat kind of unknown at Rangers, and they're not too sure what's going to happen with them. But it does look like they'll be set to leave. But yeah, wow, it's crazy atmosphere here at Hampden. We'll go through the substitutes quickly for both sides as well. So Rangers have McLaughlin, Yilmaz, Hadji, John Suter, Matondo, Kamara, Wright, Sakala, and Arfield. To be honest, no one really on that bench I feel like can come on and pose a threat. Maybe Hadji if he was in his prime when he started at Rangers, but he's not really done much in the last 2 years because he's been injured. And then for Celtic, our substitutes are Bain, Hagsbanovic, Moy, Turnbull, and there's a few more there, but it went off the screen, so I'm going to go through them now. Hagsbanovic, Moy, Turnbull, Kobayashi, Hoyangoi, Iwata, Bain, Ralston. Yeah, so a few decent players there. And Varta as well. Sorry, Varta's on the bench. It's good to see Jota and Hartate back, though, definitely. I think Jota will have a massive impact. Come on, you boys in green. Hell, hell, says Anne. And the pitch at the moment is covered in smoke with the flares from both sets of fans. So I can't really see what's happening here at the moment. I'm not too sure if the referee will let that go away first so we can see it on TV because I can't see anything right now. The smoke's just covering the stadium. It'll make it hard for the players to see. So I think kickoff might be delayed for a second whilst that smoke clears away. But it does look like Rangers will be the team to kick us off here. I'm just going to let that smoke clear out the stadium quickly. Yeah, it's literally absolutely crazy. I think, yeah, they are waiting for the smoke to clear here, but can't see anything on the TV. Crazy, crazy. It's getting slightly better now. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, it is Rangers that gets us off underway here now with Morelos. The referee just blown his whistle, and he gives it straight back to Raskin, who does a long ball forward here, trying to find Morelos on the run early on. But it does fall to Cantwell, who then gives it up to Tavernier. Tavernier now on the ball to Morelos, just loses possession, and now it falls to Raskin, takes a shot, and it goes wide there. Good early chance there for Rangers. I think Joe Hart was forced into a save, actually. It's still a bit hard to see with the smoke in the stadium. Here's a little replay here. Yeah, it was a deflection. It wasn't a save, so Raskin took the shot. It deflected off of Carter Vickers, I believe, and it went out for a corner. So Rangers do have a corner early on here, which Barisic will take. He plays it short to Kent, and the ball comes into the box. It's headed away there by Starfelt. And now Celtic do get possession back here now, with Johnson on the run down that right-hand side, and he's just shoved in the back there by Cantwell, who wasn't deemed a foul, and he gives it back to McGregor. Now McGregor to Goldson. Now back to McGregor, who hoofs out the park here, trying to find a Rangers player up further the pitch, which he does find Morelos, and Celtic do clear it out for a throwing to Rangers as well, which Barisic will now take. Yeah, big game. A lot on stake for both sides, really. Obviously, Celtic are chasing that treble, and Rangers do want a bit of silverware this season. Otherwise, it's a complete failure of a season for Rangers. So both sets of teams would definitely want to win it, and of course the bragging rights as well. But there is a quick foul here on Kyogo by John Lundstrom, who seems to follow through with his foot to Kyogo's leg when he tried to get the ball, and Celtic will get a free kick in the centre of the park, which will be taken by Johnston. Now back to Carter Vickers across to Starfelt. Now finding Hatate. Back to Taylor, who's trying to find Maida on that run down the left-hand side, but Tavernier read that run and got the ball. Gives it back to McGregor. Now McGregor with a clearance out to Tillman. And Tillman here trying to feed a pass into Kent on that left-hand side, but Joe Hart comes out and clears that away. And that goes out of play for a Rangers throw-in their own half. Very stop-starty start to the game so far, but Rangers have had the best chance. But it is Celtic in possession now from Tavernier's throwing, which couldn't find Morelos. And now Johnston gives the ball up to Jota. Now back to Carter Vickers, who then gives it back to Joe Hart. Now Hart here to Carter Vickers, putting him under a little bit of pressure here. Kent was on his tail, but he done well to deal with the pressure and give it to Johnston, who then won a throwing for his side. Carter Vickers again here on the ball. Gives it back to Joe Hart. Now to Johnston. Now Johnson trying to find Jota, which he did, but it's going to play for a Celtic throw-in. Now O'Reilly. Gives it all the way back to Starfelt, who then gives it to Greg Taylor. I get the sense that Celtic are trying to now maintain a little bit of possession and build an attacking play whilst on the ball. But for now, Rangers are dealing with it as they've won possession back here. With Tillman, and now to Cantwell. To Tavernier. Back to Goldson. Now Tavernier to Lundstrom. Nice bit of footwork there from the Scouser, who then tries to feed a pass into Ryan Kent, but it's then read by Jota, who clears it up the park up to Ben Davies for Rangers. Now Tavernier. Back to Lundstrom. Also, guys, if you're just joining the stream as well, make sure you drop a like on the stream. It helps out massively. We've only recently started doing the live streams, so we are still trying to grow it. Obviously, next season will be a very regular thing with Europe as well and stuff like that. It'll be quite exciting to kind of stream every game. But yeah, we just thought we'll give it a little go towards the end of the season here. But made with a chance here now on the ball. Just McGregor comes out and collects it there. Good chance there for Maida. He had the ball, but he's kind of losing his balance as he had the ball, and he was getting challenged as well by a Rangers player. And McGregor managed to pick up the ball from a heavy touch by Maida. But not a bad chance there. But Barisic here now for Rangers. Whips the ball into the area. And Joe Hart comes out and punches it away. Up to Lundstrom. Now to Raskin. Now Lundstrom again here to Cantwell. Back to Kent. Now across to Davies. Davies here to Barisic. Now back to Lundstrom again. Now Tavernier, driving forward with the ball down the right hand side, cuts in the inside of the player, Maida, and gives it to Cantwell. Now Goldson to Tavernier, gives it to Lundstrom. Now back to the keeper, McGregor. Now to Davies. Obviously, Davies last time out, he kind of gifted, well, I say gifted us a goal, but he made a absolute howler of an effort when he didn't let the ball go out of play or something. He tried to kick it out, and it kind of stayed in the pit. I think Jota got the ball and scored. It was a bit of a howler, to be fair, by him. So maybe hoping for more of the same. Starfelt here now for Celtic as we regain possession. Gives it up to Taylor. Now Taylor here trying to pass into Maida's run, but it was a bit heavy and McGregor read it and collected it. Goldson here again. Gives it to Tavernier. Poor pass there from Tavernier trying to find Lundstrom. And Raskin's luckily redeemed himself there for Rangers. Otherwise we could have been in a dangerous area of the pitch and potentially had a good chance there. But it is us in possession right now with Hatate. He's just trying to feed a pass into Maida, but passing in the final third has been a bit sloppy so far for us. And it was read again by the Rangers defender. Starfelt here now. Across to Carter Vickers. Fairly even game so far. I wouldn't say anyone's been a standout team. I think Rangers have had the best chance of the game, which has come in the first 30 seconds. But other than that, not too much to really separate the two sides. Johnston here now to Carter Vickers. Gives it to Starfelt. Now to Taylor. Up to Hatate. And Goldson's won that challenge. And now Rangers are back in possession here with Raskin. Now Raskin to Barisic. Barisic with a long ball forward here for Kent to chase. And he's fell to the floor there, claiming a foul on himself by Johnston, but the referee's saying no chance. And Celtic do regain possession as the game does continue. And now Starfelt. Across to Carter Vickers here. Now to Johnston. Now Taylor. Gives it into McGregor in the middle of the park here. Nice pass there from Taylor. Now up to O'Reilly, who then gives it to Jota. Jota up to O'Reilly on the right-hand side here for Celtic. It falls to Hatate on the edge of the box here. He tries to cut on the inside of his foot and shoot, but it's blocked there by Lundstrom. And now Rangers can break on the counter-attack here with Todd Cantwell as he's driving forward with the ball through the centre of the park. He's got three Celtic players on him, and he went for a shot from the halfway line, and it was terrible. Went out of play for a goal kick to Celtic, and now he's on the floor holding his leg. Not too sure what's happened to him there. Did he get clipped? Maybe, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot, to be honest. I'm not too sure what he was doing. But he went into the back of McGregor there, I think, and he just hurt his leg. And Cantwell is receiving treatment on the pitch here. I think he'll be okay. It wasn't a foul. He just ran into the back of someone. So just a replay of that Kent shoving the back earlier. It didn't look like a foul, to be fair. It looks as though Arfield's warming up just in case Cantwell does have to come off, which would be a blow for Rangers. He's been one of their better players in recent weeks, I would say. Obviously, the January signing, but he looks okay. He's running off the pitch here. I'm thinking he'll stand on the touchline for 2 minutes and come back on. But we are back in possession here now with Carter Vickers to Starfelt. Now Starfelt on the ball here to Carter Vickers again. Up to Taylor. Now Taylor to Maida. Maida on the ball here now. Nice bit of footwork there by Maida. Get past Lundstrom. Gives it to O'Reilly. O'Reilly here back to Maida. Oh, his touch is heavy and it goes out of play for a Rangers goal kick. But really good footwork there by Maida to get past Lundstrom. Really, really nicely done there. And good link-up play with O'Reilly as well. I think just the second pass by O'Reilly was a little bit heavy and he couldn't control it. Davies here now to Barisic. And that pass from Barisic up the park was just headed away there by Carter Vickers. And we are back in possession here with a throwing now. Now Jota to O'Reilly. Back to Jota. Jota just sent some of the hot dogs there. And he put a ball into the box, but it was headed away there by Tavernier. I'm not seeing too much from Tillman so far. The quote-unquote Rangers star boy. He's been pretty quiet so far this game. Yeah, that is an offside there for Celtic. On Jota, so it'll be a free kick here to Rangers. Which McGregor will take. Gives it to Barisic. Now the long ball up the park here. Trying to find Morelos. But Carter Vickers has got the better of him again there. Has the height and strength advantage. And now Celtic are back in possession here now with Jota. With a long ball forward here for Kyogo. Kyogo, they're trying to flick the ball over Goldson's head. And Goldson's forced to kick it out of play for a corner kick here. Kyogo already proven to be a little bit of a handful for Goldson there. But I suppose that's decent defending until we kicked it out of play. But we do get a corner kick though, so we'll take it. I think Kyogo's first touch could have been a little bit heavier if he flicked it a bit higher over his head. But we do get the corner here. Ball comes in from the corner and it's headed away there. And now McGregor from a distance shoots. Blocked again there by Rangers. And they do clear away the danger for now. But as relentless as we are back in possession again here. with O'Reilly. O'Reilly now to Jota on that right-hand side. Ball comes into the box here. Maida heads it back into play here to the box here, and then Rangers will clear it away with Raskin up to Cantwell. It was a poor header from Maida, I think, to be fair, but might have been defended away. But really good play by Jota on that right-hand side. He's proven to be a bit of a handful for Barisic so far this game. He really is an asset to this team. Now Lundstrom. Cross to Tavernier. Now Tavernier with a ball into the box here, but great stop there by Taylor to, first of all, block that cross going in and keep hold of the ball at the same time. And he's still on the ball here now, Taylor, driving up the park down the left-hand side for Celtic. Gives it to Maida. And Maida's just been shoved in the back there by Tavernier, and the referee will blow his whistle and give us a free kick here. And now Cantwell and Taylor having a little bit of a push and fight there. And that was definitely a foul by Tavernier. There's no need to just push him like that. I think Maida and Jota will be very pivotal in this game. I think they'll be the main vocal point of this team, and all our chances. I think Tavernier and so far Tavernier and Barisic have struggled against Jota and Maida when we have gone forward on either side. And obviously Tavernier shoving him in the back for no reason just proves that he's a bit frustrated. Taylor here now to Maida. Back to Taylor. Now to Starfelt. Starfelt here to Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers to Johnston. Up to O'Reilly again here. Now Jota. Jota, they've done really well to get past Tillman. And Tillman was pulling his arm, and we all get a free kick in a really good position here. After Tillman fouled Jota. And it's in a really good position to get a ball into the box. It looks like O'Reilly will take it. Ball comes in. Headed over there and away for a corner kick by Goldson. Good defending from the Rangers defender, but we do get a corner, so we'll take it. Wasn't a bad effort from the free kick, to be fair. Just couldn't really find someone. And O'Reilly will take the corner kick as well. We've got Carter Vickers and Starfelt both in there. Patrick Finn says Celtic to win 2-0 full-time, 1-0 for Celtic at half-time. Yeah, I said 2-0 as well, to be fair, Patrick. I said Kyogo and Jota to get one. Yeah, I back that. Corner comes in and it's cleared away there by, I think it was headed over and away by Celtic. And there'll be a goal kick here to Rangers. Carvick is there, just out-strengthening Goldson in his own box. Goldson again here now for Rangers. Gives it back to McGregor. Now to Davies. Up to Barisic. Barisic here to Raskin. Raskin to Kent. Back to Raskin. Nice bit of play there from Rangers. Now to Cantwell in the midfield. Cantwell driving forward of the ball here, but brilliant defending from Maida to win the ball back. But his pass is poor, and Rangers do regain possession again now with Raskin. Raskin to Morelos to Tillman. Now Tillman back to Lundstrom. Up to Tavernier on that right-hand side. Now Tavernier here to Morelos. And Morelos being the donkey he is. First touch was stinking. And we do get possession again here now. With Joe Hart. Now Carter Vickers. To Johnston. Now back to McGregor, and McGregor there tackled by Tillman there, and Rangers do get possession in a good area. Now to Cantwell on that right hand side. Back to Lundstrom in the midfield. Now Lundstrom switching it across to Barisic on that left-hand side now. Now Barisic just giving it back to Goldson now. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's been a clear and obvious, like... Well, so far, I don't say there's not been a better side so far. I would say the last 5 minutes has been majority Celtic, but Rangers have had their chances as well. But I wouldn't say anyone's dominating the game. In terms of chances, anyway. I'd say Celtic have been the slightly better side with possession and stuff like that. Just trying to create a chance from that possession that we do have would be ideal. But Rangers do get a corner kick here, though, from Johnston's defending. It was a good bit of defending from Johnston. Obviously, he got the last touch on the ball when it went out of play for a corner. Which Tavernier will take. Got Goldson in the box there. Seems like Goldson and Carl Vickers are the ones marking each other when it comes to the corners. The two big boys. And obviously Starfelt and Davies. But the ball comes in here. He's trying to find Goldson at the back post with Carl Vickers there. Brilliant bit of defending. I think he headed it and it bounced off Goldson, so it would be a goal kick to us, I believe. Or might be another corner, actually. Yeah, it's another corner kick here. Good bit defending there from Carl Vickers, though. Heads it out. Got the better of Goldson again. And then Barisic will take this one as it's on the other side of the pitch. Ball comes in from Barisic. And it's headed away there by Celtic. And out for a Rangers throw-in. Also, guys, drop a subscription on the channel as well if you're new around here. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers. We're on route now to 1,500. Been growing rather quickly so far, and it's all much appreciated. We're trying to get to 1,500 soon on the channel, which would be awesome. But Rangers with a chance here now with Cantwell, gives it to Tavernier. Now Tavernier with a ball into the box, and it's headed away there by Carl Vickers again. Solid bit of defending. But Rangers do get possession again here now with Morelos. Morelos cuts in on his right foot. Tries to put a ball into the box, but Johnston there just read that and cleared it away. But I believe he was offside, so it'd be a free kick here to Celtic. Now Taylor to Starfelt. Up to Carl Vickers. Back to Starfelt again. Now to O'Reilly. It's all good having possession, but for the first 23 minutes of this game, we haven't really had any clear-cut chances, I'd say. Not anything that's really threatened McGregor's goal. But you could say the same for Rangers, apart from that 30-second chance from Raskin. There's been nothing that's really threatened Joe Hart. But yeah, we did get a throw in here though in Rangers' half after Goldson cleared it out from the long ball forward from Starfelt, I believe. Now Taylor here to Hatate. Hatate there with a flick onto Maida, but it was a poor pass to be fair. And Rangers do get back possession here now with Kent. Kent here to Raskin. It looks like Rangers might break here on the counter-attack with Raskin. But McGregor's got his number at the moment. Gives it to Kent. And now to Cantwell. And it looks like that counter-attack's breaking down a little bit here. But Cantwell's still on the ball for Rangers. Now to Lundstrom. Now John. Up to Morelos. Now Lundstrom again here. A nice pass across to Tavernier on that right-hand side. And it goes out of play there for a Celtic throwing. After Maida. But what I love about Maida is brilliant going forward, but he also puts the work in when he has to defend as well. I've seen it so many times already this game. Even if it's further up the park as well, when in an attacking position for Celtic and he loses the ball slightly, he always has that work ethic to go back and try and win that ball back, which is brilliant to see. And he just done a nice bit of defending there against Tavernier, which resulted in Celtic getting a throw-in out of a potential Rangers chance. But yeah, Hatate on the ball here now for Celtic. Gives it to Starfelt. And now across to Carl Vickers. Now to Johnston. To Jota. Jota here just loses the ball there. And now Rangers will get the ball back here. And we'll get a free kick as well after Carter Vickers fouled Morelos. Gave him a little shove as well. Now Rangers free kick with Barisic. Yeah, definitely would like to see us create more chances though, if we are to go 1-0 up at half time. It almost seems as though we've still been, obviously bar the Motherwell game, we've still been winning games, but it seems like we haven't, I don't know how to say, it seems like we haven't been performing as well as we were at the start of the season or in the middle way through the season. Towards the end of the season we kind of dropped off a little bit here. Maybe a bit of complacency, I'm not too sure. We're still winning games, which is obviously good, but not playing as good as we have been all season, really, which we've seen against Motherwell. And after that Kilmarnock game as well, after we went like 4-0 up, we kind of dropped off a little bit as well. But Jota here, now on the right-hand side for Celtic. Gives it to Johnston. Johnston will shoot. He does shoot, and it does go to McGregor, who saves it and parries it out to O'Reilly, but he does lose possession there, though. And now O'Reilly to Jota. Jota with another shot, and it's blocked there by McGregor, and it goes out of play for a corner. And there's also a yellow card to Barisic as well for a foul on O'Reilly, but the referee did let play continue, obviously because it was a really good chance for Celtic. And that was definitely a yellow card challenge by Barisic, to be fair. But yeah, two good chances there. One from Johnston and one from Jota. And then Barisic does get a yellow card as well, and we do get a corner, so that's definitely probably our best chance so far of the game. Now Jota on the ball here for Celtic, puts a ball into the box. That's blocked by Lundstrom. It's a poor block, and it does fall into the box, but Rangers do clear it away for now. Now Starfelt with a long ball forward, headed away there by Kent. And now Celtic do still have possession though. That's better. That's a lot better. Now Starfelt to made on that left-hand side here for Celtic. And then the referee's put his hand up and the offside flag is up, and it'll be a Rangers free kick. Also, guys, if you watched our recent, well, not our most recent video, if you watched our second to last video, we've been linked with, what's his name? I think his name's Levi Garcia. He plays for AEK Athens. He's this Trinidad and Tobago striker that we've been linked to. If you guys watch that video, what do you think about that potential signing for Celtic? He's not a prolific goal scorer. It's a weird one. When I was doing the story, I thought it was a strange player to be linked to. I was doing a bit of research on him. He doesn't seem like he's much of a goal scorer, but we've been quite heavily linked with this Trinidad and Tobago striker. But if anyone can make, I always back Ange in his signings. Though he's never really let us down with who's brought into the club. So I would back him regardless. But there's a weird player to be linked to. But yeah, Johnson on the ball here now for Celtic. Gives it to Cameron Carter-Vickers. Now trying to find McGregor, but Rangers do win back the ball now with Raskin. And they lose it straight away though. And now Johnson the ball here for Celtic. Johnson here with a long ball forward here to Jota to chase. Jota will chase it. Now Jota with a long ball forward to Kyogo to get on the end of, but McGregor gets there first. Just too heavy by Jota. But that was a really good idea though. And good play by Johnson to get the ball back and pass it to Jota in a really good space. Just a little bit too heavy with Jota's pass to Kyogo. Just too far in front of him to get a touch on it. Now Rangers do have possession again here with Davies. Now back to McGregor, who hoofs out the park. And that comes straight to Joe Hart. Now Joe Hart to Carter Vickers. Now to Johnston. Up to McGregor. Now to Jota. Jota just poked that through Barisic's legs. And Jota just kick it out of play there for a goal kick to Rangers. McGregor will take a goal kick. And it also looks like as well we're doing a tour of Japan in pre-season by the looks of it, which is also pretty cool actually. Get a lot of money from that probably as well. Obviously a massive Japanese following Celtic as well now, all the players we have. But Maida here on the ball for Celtic. Done so well to get past Tavernier. Got past Lundstrom again there, but Goldson was the last man to get past. And to be fair to Goldson, it was a good challenge on the Maida. Now Cantwell wins the ball back here, but loses it straight away here to Taylor. Now Taylor to Jota. Now to Johnston. Johnson here for Celtic. Trying to get a ball into the box on that right-hand side. Blocked by Barisic, but he still has the ball again. Another cross attempt by Johnston is blocked by Barisic again, and it goes out of play for a throwing to Celtic. Now O'Reilly. Back to Carter Vickers. Now Atate. McGregor. Up to Johnston on that right-hand side again. Now to Jota. Good pass. Good space from Jota. Now Jota with a ball into the box here. Trying to find Maida, but it fell to Tavernier instead, who heads it out of the danger area for now. Now Taylor on the ball for Celtic. Fouled there by Tillman. Surely that's a foul. Referee says no. That's definitely a foul. That's a really good area as well, the pitch. Referee says no and it goes out of play. I'm not too sure what's happening there. I might be checking that. But Tillman's hurt himself in the process of fouling Taylor. Ooh, it looks like he landed on his leg a bit dodgy there, on his knee. And that would be a big blow for Rangers if he has to come off the pitch. That could be a season over if he comes off. It looks like he might be alright, to be fair, but it did look like he landed in a bit dodgy. But yeah, just over 30 minutes played so far. I would say now the last 10 minutes or so has been mostly Celtic. We've had a few good chances. And Sakala is warming up just in case Tillman does have to come off. He's walking, so he should be okay. But for now, Rangers are down to 10 men whilst he's off the pitch. And it is Celtic who had the throw-in. Starfelt here to Carter Vickers. Now Carter Vickers on a long ball forward there. Bit of a poor pass, to be fair, but Barisic cleared it away. Now to Kent. He's been really quiet as well. Kent's done nothing so far this game. He's just waiting for his contract to finish. Get out of there. Cantwell here. Wins a throwing for Rangers. Tillman's back on the pitch here, but he's kind of... Yeah, he wants off. Tillman's coming off here. He's back on the floor again. He's hurt his knee or something. I don't know what's happened to him. But he knows his night's over. Or his afternoon's over. And it looks like Scott Arthur will be the man to replace him. And that's a big blow for Rangers, to be fair. He's not done much this game, but he's probably their most skillful, most talented player, I'd say. If someone can create something, it would be Tillman. So definitely a major blow for Rangers. And he is on loan as well, so we're coming towards the end of the season. If it's quite serious, it could be the end of his season for Rangers. I'm not too sure if they're signing him permanently. I don't know what's happening over there. But the American is coming off. And the Canadian is replacing him. Yeah, big blow for Rangers there. Yeah, head and hands for Tillman. He's not too happy. Sulking. Tavernier here now for Rangers, as they do have a throw-in. I would like us to get a goal before half-time. That would be ideal, to be fair. But at the moment, it looks like it's going to be a 0-0 at half-time. Now Tavernier with a long throw-in forward, and Morelos has fouled Taylor, and it will be a Celtic free kick. It looked like an elbow to the face by Morelos to Taylor. Yeah, definite foul. Now Carl Vickers to Starfelt. Now to Taylor. Back to Starfelt to Carl Vickers again. Now a long ball forward from Carl Vickers trying to find Kyogo, but he was on the floor. I think he's got throat punched by someone there. He's holding his face. It looked like he fell to the floor for some reason. It looked like he ran into an elbow or something. Yeah, he did. By Davies' elbow, Kyogo ran into it. Not too sure if it was a foul, to be fair, but definitely a sore one. Tavernier now to the substitute Arfield. Now Arfield here to Tavernier. Back to Lundstrom, now back to Goldson. It does seem like Rangers are struggling to break down that Celtic defence so far. I mean, other than the first chance of the game for Rangers with Raskin, nothing's really threatened Jota whatsoever. And it looks like they are struggling to get past the back four and really create a chance. They've had a few corners and stuff like that, but even the chances of leading up to the corners was nothing too threatening for Celtic. But it is Maida here now to Jota. That's a poor touch by Jota, to be fair. It was a lovely pass by Maida, and he just couldn't control the ball. But he still has the ball here now on the right-hand side. That was Jota. Back to McGregor. Now to Maida on the left-hand side here. Now Maida on the ball. Gets past Tavernier, but he kind of runs out of play. Instead, it'll be a goal kick here to Rangers. Both wingers have been really good so far this game. But yeah, Jota will be a bit frustrated with that touch he had there. It was a really nice pass by Maida, straight into the feet of Jota. If he took a touch there, controlled the ball, he could have shot and probably would have scored as well. It was just a bit of a poor control by Jota. But Davies here now to Barisic. Now with a long ball forward here, trying to find Cantwell. But Cantwell was out-muscled there by Carter Vickers, and Celtic do regain possession with Kyogo. Kyogo just loses it to Raskin. Now to Lundstrom. Now to Arfield. Back to Lundstrom. Nice pass in there from Rangers. And they do have a good chance here, Rangers, with Lundstrom on the ball. Lundstrom driving forward of the ball here. Just slowed down his pace a little bit. Then he got tackled and went out of play for a goal kick to Celtic. It looked like Lundstrom's first touch as well on the ball was a handball, actually, but the referee said play on, so I'm sure that would have been checked if anything happened to that chance for Rangers. And it is a corner kick, sorry, I do apologise. Corner kick to Rangers after Lundstrom was tackled. Which Barisic will take. Ball comes in from the corner. Falls to Goldson at the back post there, but he can't really get a head on it. And Celtic do clear away the danger for now. With Hatate to Kyogo. Now Kyogo just with a long ball forward there. Which comes straight to Kent. Who will then pass it back to McGregor. Kent got caught there actually. Maida won the ball off of him, but it bounced off of Maida's leg and went straight to McGregor. But yeah, Kent needs to be careful. Almost gave away a clear chance there for Celtic. But we are back in possession here again though, guys. Just passing it around the back here now with Starfelt. Now to Jota on that left-hand side here. Switch the wings. Now Jota across to Maida. And Maida's first time pass is poor and is blocked by Rangers, who can break now with Morelos on the ball here for the Light Blues. Now to Cantwell. Cantwell on the ball here for Rangers. Tries to hoof it into Scott Arfield, but goes straight to Joe Hart instead. And yeah, Rangers really, really poor when it comes to that final third. Trying to find a player in the right position at the right time. Sometimes I watch Morelos, I think, what does he even do? I mean, he's not been great this game. He's not really doing much. He just seems to be floating out of position and just trying to hold up the ball, but it's not really working. And we do get a free kick here, though, in a good position after after O'Reilly was fouled there, yeah, by Cantwell. Now Jota. Calling for a foul on the edge of the box here, but Maida will collect it instead. Now Maida here. To Jota. 1-0. Celtic 1-0 Jota. Rangers just switched off there. They were waiting for a free kick to Celtic, and Maida picked up the ball and crossed it into Jota's path, and then he just headed it into the back of the net, and that's a really good goal. And Rangers just switched off completely. Yes, Jota. First game back as well. First game starting back in a while, and he's got a goal. That is brilliant. So watch the replay to that. It was O'Reilly initially. It looked like he was fouled there by Barisic. And Rangers were looking for the free kick to Celtic. They thought it was a foul as well. But Maida was the only man that was switched on at that moment. And he picked up the ball, like a loose ball, and just picked up the ball and crossed it straight into Jota. And Kent that is poor. That's so poor by Rangers. Kent has literally switched off, didn't even collect the ball. And that is 1-0. And that's really, really poor from Rangers there. But fair play to for Maida there, picking up that chance and giving it to Jota. I think the Rangers fans won't be too happy about that. The whole team just switched off. But it is Cantwell on the ball here now for Rangers. Gives it to Arfield. Now Cantwell again here. Into Arfield. And now Celtic win back with the ball. Win back possession here with Jota. Up to Hatate. Now to Maida. But Lundstrom gets it for Rangers. But that's perfect timing as well. Literally the 42nd minute. Just before half time. And that would definitely dampen Rangers' spirits a little bit going into the half time. And now Rangers get a free kick in their own half. But we are approaching the half-time mark here, and 1-0 up, which is perfect. It looked like it was going to be 0-0 at half-time because there was no like real chances being made apart from the 2 shots we had earlier. But yeah, it's brilliant from Maida, to be fair. I said it all game so far that him and Jota look like the most threatening for us, really. They've been brilliant on either side of the pitch. And it is Taylor on the ball here now for Celtic. Gives it to Carter Vickers. I'm sure there'll be a few minutes added on for injury time because I think back to Tillman got substituted off and Cantwell was down earlier as well, so there'll probably be a few minutes added on. But Hatate here now to McGregor. Now to Johnston. Up to Jota. Now to McGregor again. Up to Johnson again. Now to Tate. Now if Johnson's going to chase this loose ball here for Celtic on that right-hand side. But it goes out of play for a goal kick to Rangers. And there'll be 3 minutes of injury time for this first half, as expected. Now Davies here for Rangers. Back to McGregor. Now to Goldson. Across to Davies again. Now McGregor. Now Goldson with a long ball forward. And that's one back by Rangers with Lundstrom, who wins a throwing. And McBill is absolutely raging on the touchline. Cantwell here now to Barisic. Up to Kent. Kent with a ball into the box. And that's collected comfortably there by Joe Hart. Came rushing out of his area to get the ball. Now Tate. Trying to switch play, and that was a poor attempt, and he kicked out of play for a throw into Rangers instead. Now Barisic. Now to Davies. Goldson. Goldson with a long ball forward here to Tavernier. Tavernier heading on to Arfield. A good chance here for Rangers. And Arfield's won a corner for his side. Probably could have done better than that, to be fair. That was defended again by Maida. That man's been everywhere so far this game. I mean, that assist he got on the Jota goal was on the opposite side of where he's playing. He was on the right-hand side of the pitch, which just shows how much ground he covers on the pitch, defensively, attacking-wise. Crazy player. But Barisic now for the corner for Rangers. Probably be one of the last chances of this first half for them. Ball comes in, punched away by Joe Hart. And that falls to Kent on the edge of the box here. He's got Tavernier. If he gets past Maida instead. Puts a ball into the box again. And it's parried away by Joe Hart now to Barisic. Barisic here. He's fell down in the box here. And the Rangers players want a penalty. I don't think they'll get that. Definitely not, no. I'm sure they will check it. But first glance, it did not look like a penalty whatsoever. It looked like he slipped more than anything. And yeah, there's no penalty there at all. Yeah, definitely a slip. And that is the half-time whistle, guys. We're going to the break 1-0 up. And it's a Jota goal, and he's loving it. Absolutely loving it. But yeah, guys, I'll be back for the second half in about 15 minutes. And my prediction's on point. I said 2-0. And I did say Jota and Kyogo to get their goal. So far, so good. But yeah, guys, I'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half, sorry. Alright guys, we're back underway here now for the second half. We just kicked off there with Celtic getting us underway. Obviously 1-0 up here from the Jota goal. A good way to end the first half, really. I'll say overall, maybe slightly deserved. We weren't amazing in terms of what chances we were creating, but look, we'll take the goal, And hopefully, maybe a stronger performance in the second half and a bit more convincing and try and get that second goal and wrap up this game and really set our sights on that treble for this season. But it is Rangers on the attack here now with Morelos. He's got Cantwell on support there, but he chooses to pass it back to Raskin. And now Raskin up to Lundstrom. I'm sure Bill would have been giving his team a bit of a bollocking at half-time, because the way the goal was conceded by them was really, really poor from Barisic and Kent, just sort of switching off completely. But it is Rangers on the attack here now with Arfield, who just won his side of throwing in the Celtic half. Also, guys, if you're just joining the stream, make sure you drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel as well for more Celtic content. We upload daily on the channel. Here's Cantwell on the ball here now for Rangers. Gives it up to Arfield. And that's cleared away there by Jota. And now Celtic do concede a free kick here. In a good position for Rangers. Rangers do get a free kick just on the edge of the box here. Good chance maybe for them. And now Tavernier will take this free kick. Callan Football Training says Celtic is going to win. Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be a 2-0 win here. But Rangers here on the ball now. The free kick was poor, but they do regain possession with Cantwell. And he's fouled again now by Jota. There'll be another free kick here to Rangers. But I think we really need to attack down that left-hand side. I think Barisic can't... well, he's had a really poor game so far, Barisic. He hasn't really managed to keep Jota or Maida quiet. I think he's the one struggling the most for Rangers when we are on the attack. So I think we kind of, if we can focus down the left-hand side on the Rangers side and go against Barisic, I think we can get a few more goals. He's looked quite poor this game, to be fair. But we do get a throw in here with Taylor. And on the other end of it, Taylor and Johnson have been brilliant as well. Keeping their wingers quiet. But it's Sakala here now. There was a substitution by the looks of it. I completely missed that. And it looks like Sakala's come on here. I'll check who he came on for. Because I missed that completely. But yeah, Sakala's on the pitch here for Rangers. And Rangers get another free kick here as well with Barisic. Yeah, Kent came off and Sakala came on, which is actually understandable. Kent was really, really poor that first half. But the ball comes in for Rangers here into the free kick and it's headed away there by Celtic, but it falls to Cantwell on the edge of the box on that right-hand side. He puts another ball into the box here, falls to Morelos, and it's cleared off the line there by Carter Vickers, I believe. And Rangers still have possession, but Carter Vickers is on the line there, on the floor, injured, but he's back on his feet now. And he did come up and clear it away again here, but that was a really good chance for Rangers. And the ball's still in the danger area, but now Hatata just cleared it away. It looked like it was potentially a goal line clearance there by Carter Vickers, or maybe slightly just off the line there. But there's a good chance there for Rangers to get a goal. Really good defender from Carter Vickers, but he is holding his shin and his ankle, and he looks like he's in a bit of pain there. But that's an absolute warrior there, man. He was on the goalkeeper line there on the floor holding his ankle. And they seen the ball come back into the box there. He was literally in a lot of pain. And he just got on his feet and headed away the ball. But fair play to him. But he's probably going to receive some treatment now because he does look like he's hurt himself a little bit there. He clashed with Morelos there, trying to clear the ball off the line. And it probably was a foul, to be fair, by Morelos. But he's back on his feet now. He's okay. Tavernier now to Morelos. Good start for Rangers in the second half. They've come out all guns blazing, which is what they need to do because they were not great in the first half. And there is a throwing here to Celtic, but Johnston and Barisic have both clashed against each other here, and they're both on the floor rolling around in pain. Hopefully Barisic is okay, because I don't want him to get taken off injured, because he's been absolutely piss poor today. So the longer he's on the pitch, the better. But Johnston's getting treatment here now as well. Looks like he just hurt his ankle there, and he's in a lot of pain by the looks of it. Actually, I thought maybe he could probably walk this one off, but the longer he's kind of sitting there in agony, I'm not too sure. I think Vickers is also just kind of feeling his ankle a little bit there. Morelos and Joe Hart clashing heads earlier on as well. Yeah, it looks like Johnson might be coming off the park here, guys. It looks like he's in a lot of pain, but I think Barisic is okay. I will let you know though. It looks like it looks like he might potentially be coming off here. Yeah, I think Johnson's day's over here, guys. Unfortunately, he's been brilliant again, as he always is. Yeah, he's off here, but for the moment here we are down to 10 men, but so is Rangers with Barisic on the touchline. I think Barisic is okay to continue. But Lundstrom on the ball here now for Rangers, gives it back to Goldson. And now Tavernier to Lundstrom, now to Cantwell. And now Rangers do get a throwing also. Yeah, Johnson's in absolute agony going down the thingy. But Alice Johnson's come off and Anthony Ralston has come on here for Celtic, which could be a pivotal moment for Celtic, I suppose. See how Ralston does. That was our first substitution of the afternoon, sorry. Morelos here though for Rangers with a poor pass back to Goldson, which Kyogo will chase, but luckily for Rangers, Goldson gets there first and passes it back to McGregor. But Kyogo, as he does, is pressing every Rangers defender possible, trying to win back that ball for Celtic. And Celtic do regain possession now though with Joe Hart. Joe Hart here to Ralston. Ralston here back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart with a poor touch there, and Morelos came sliding in, but luckily for Joe Hart, he managed to pass it away just in time. Needs to be careful. Looking really sloppy so far in these first 10 minutes of this second half, sorry. Really, really poor. Just Rangers have been the better side in this first 10 minutes. Just gotta keep our composure. But it is Taylor here now to Maida. And now back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart here to Carter Vickers. Now to Ralston. And Ralston here wins a throwing for his side. Now Ralston here to Carter Vickers. A long ball forward here for Kyogo, who's shoved in the back there by Davies, but the referee says play on. Now Lundstrom has the ball here for Rangers. Gets past one man, but he can't get past Ralston, and it goes out of play for a Rangers throw-in. Now Barisic here. Gives it to Davies. Davies here to Goldson. Put under pressure there by Maida, but finds Tavernier. And now Tavernier here. Gives away a throwing to Celtic. And also Celtic get another throwing here. After Taylor was tackled by Sakala. Very physical second half so far. People just sliding all over the place into tackles. Just got to get composure a little bit here and just maintain possession, stop doing sloppy passes, because Rangers are pressing us quite high at the moment. But Hatata here to Kyogo over shots, and it's saved by McGregor. And Kyogo's getting the fans riled up as we get a corner kick here. That was our first chance of the second half. It was a good chance as well. Now Jota here for Celtic. Gets past Cantwell, lovely there by Jota. A ball floated into the box here to Maida. Poor header by Maida, and Tavernier will clear it away. But that was, I think that was Kyogo's first chance of the game, though. He has not done too much today, I'll be honest with you. He's not done too much. Been pretty quiet, but that was a good effort from the Japanese forward. Now Hatata here to O'Reilly. Now to Maida. Maida here back to Taylor. Can he get past Tavernier? He can't this time, unfortunately. And Tavernier gets a free kick for a side. Jota on the wing. Yes. He's been brilliant, to be fair. Jota's been really good. He's just so quick with his feet. He's like a little magician, man. It's so... It's like... Obviously, I don't want to compare him to Messi, but the way he holds the ball and the way he can just switches his feet so quickly, just like it's Messi-esque, like how agile he is on the ball. It's crazy. So quick. Brilliant player. AJ Styles WWE. Cantwell here. A ball into the box there. Morelos is lying on the floor. Must be tired. Big boy. What do you guys think of the leaked Celtic kits for next season? I'm not too sure about them personally. It is from a reliable source. It's from Footy Headlines, and they're quite reliable with kit leaks. They predicted all the Liverpool kits last season. But if that is the case, I'm not a big fan of the home kit. But Rangers have a chance here. Ball into the box to Sakala, heads it, and straight save by Joe Hart there. A good, comfortable save from Joe in the end. And it was a bit of a poor header, actually. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the new home kit for next season. It's like got a white badge and a white sponsor and a white Adidas logo. It looks a bit strange. But we're approaching the hour mark here now, guys. And I'll be honest with you, Rangers have been the better side this second half. But none of that matters if they can't score. And now Rangers in possession here with Raskin. Now Raskin across to Arfield. Arfield with a shot. And a good save there by Joe Hart. Good hand from the England keeper. Former England keeper, should I say. And it is a corner kick here now for Rangers. Tavernier with a corner. Quite heavy, and it's falls to Morelos now to Lundstrom on the edge of the box here. Lundstrom will shoot, and it goes over the bar there. You need to be careful, man. They've been pretty relentless in the second half so far. I would like another goal, really, to feel a bit comfortable in this game. But Kartovic is here now to Ralston. Now Ralston here wins a throwing for his side after it bounced off Raskin's leg. Though it's a semi-final, it does feel like the cup final, obviously, because I feel like whoever wins this will definitely go on to win the competition itself. So, but we do get another throwing here now, though. And now Lundstrom here to Barisic. Barisic with the ball into the box, and Joe Hart will easily collect that one. Not a problem. And now Celtic in possession here again with McGregor. Just loses it though to Lundstrom. And it's a free kick though to Celtic. There was a foul on McGregor. And now Starfelt here. All the way across to Maida. Now to O'Reilly. To Hatate. Hatate with a long ball forward here for Jota, and it's just a bit heavy. And it goes out of play there for a goal kick to Rangers. But the right idea there, but just a bit too much on it. Ooh. Hatate again here now. To Kyogo. Kyogo with shots. Just wide. Brilliant play there from Kyogo, man. Running with the ball. Pelted a shot. Just wide though. And looks like a triple substitution is going to be made for Celtic. I can see Moy there. I can see Awata. I don't know who the other one was. I can see Moy, Awata, and then someone else there as well. Hagsbanovic, that's it. All looks like they're coming on. And the triple substitution here for Celtic. Now Tavernier. To Lundstrom. Now to Cantwell. He's got Hatate on his tail, but he's passed to Barisic. Now Barisic here to Lundstrom. Up to Arfield. Now out to Fashion Sakala on the right hand side here for Rangers. Gives it to Tavernier with a shot. Hits the post. Now Sakala side netting. Oh my god. Breathe a sigh of relief there. Tavernier hit the post. The follow up there by Sakala hit the side netting, and that was close. That is hands down Rangers' best chance of the game there. Sakala there laid it off for Tavernier, took a shot, just hit the post, came back out to Sakala, and he should be finishing. That was an open net chance there for Sakala, and he just hit the side netting. That's poor by Sakala, to be fair. But we will take it. But we need to be better. We need to be better than that. Because Rangers are looking dangerous right now. But there is a triple substitution going to be made. Jota is coming off here for Hagsbanovic. It looks like O'Reilly's also going to come off as well. I think O'Reilly's coming off for Moy. And then Awata's coming on also. Yeah, Watt's coming here for Hotate. And there's just a clip there of Tillman. He's on crutches, which is a bit concerning for Rangers, I suppose. Now Morelos here to Cantwell. And Morelos across to Arfield. Now Lundstrom back to Goldson. Now to Tavernier on that right-hand side. Tavernier's done really well there to get past Taylor. But it's gone to nothing in the end. It will be a throwing to Celtic. And another throw into Celtic again here. Now Morelos. Raskin here to Morelos again. Headed away that time by Celtic. But only as far as the Tavernier though. Now to Cantwell. Cross the Tavernier again on that right hand side. Ball comes into the box. Falls to Morelos, but it's headed away. And out for a throwing to Rangers, I believe. And also, Johnson's on crutches also. He's limping with his ankle. It looks really sore. Quite concerning. Oh yeah, he's not in a good. He's got a leg brace on. Johnson has. He's in absolute agony. His face is in absolute agony there, trying to lift his leg up on the chair. That is concerning. That could be a season over for Johnston, which is not good. That was that collision with Barisic. He's still on the pitch actually, so Johnson obviously got the worst of it. Now Maida here. Ball into the box, cleared away there by Goldson. Now up to Cantwell. Cantwell here to Morelos, back to Cantwell again, and Cantwell's tackled there. And Hagsbanovic will feed it into Maida, but the referee's blown his whistle, and it'll be a free kick to Rangers. I'm not too sure about that one, ref. Okay, maybe it's a free kick. Ralston there just absolutely cluttered Cantwell in from behind there. Now Davies to Barisic. And another free kick here. Davies was fouled there by Kyogo. Davies here. With a long ball forward. Finds Morelos. Now Morelos to Cantwell. Cantwell back to Morelos here. Now Morelos to Barisic on the left-hand side here for Rangers. Now Rangers with a ball into the box. It's been all Rangers this second half, to be fair. There's 25 minutes that we played. All Rangers. Has to be said. Apart from that Kyogo chance. Now Sakala. Sakala here with a shot. Was that a deflection? Surely. And he went out for a throw-in. His shot went out for a throw-in. That's mental. I think it took a deflection though. I'm not sure. No deflection. It just went out for a throw-in. That's stinking that. It's not been going Sakala's way since his press conference, is it? Bless him. He can talk the talk, but he can't walk the walk. Tavernier here now for Rangers. Again on the ball. Driving forward of it on that right-hand side. Puts into the box there. It's cleared away again by Celtic though. But falls to Raskin. Now Raskin to Barisic, who slipped on his arse there, but he's alright. Now to Sakala. Sakala again here to Cantwell. Cantwell to Barisic. Barisic with the ball into the box. Falls to Tavernier. Heads it. Just goes over. We need to be careful, man. This is stinking defending. What is going on here? We need to be careful. How has he got that much space to head the ball like that? It's absolutely terrible defending. He heads it against the floor and it bounces over the bar. But Taylor needs to be better at defending and marking his man. Because that was stinking. But Taylor here, though. To Moy. And then Lundstrom there just fouled McGregor. Absolutely loves it. What? I think it looks like Scott Wright's coming on here for Rangers. Doesn't seem like the type of player to bring on if you need a goal. Stinking. Scott Wright's a stinking player. I don't really understand that. But the last 20 minutes or so here, guys, it looks like Ange is on route to get the better of Bill again. But it's Carter Vickers on the ball here for Celtic, driving forward with the ball through the centre of the park here. Gives it to Taylor. Now Taylor to Maida. Good chance here on the left-hand side for Maida against Tavernier. Good defending from Tav, to be fair. He clears away that danger for now. And it falls up to Morelos. And straight to Carter Vickers, though. A free kick here to Rangers. Tavernier here to Goldson. Goldson to Lundstrom. Lundstrom up to Morelos. Now to Raskin. Back to Cantwell. To Barisic now on that left-hand side here for Rangers. Again pushing forward against the Celtic defence. Been decent in this second half. And Sakala there with a stinking cross. It's gone out of play for a goal kick, but we'll take it. He couldn't hit a barn door. Okay, so it's Yilmaz coming on here. He kind of looks similar to Scott Wright without the hair. And then it looks like Matondo's coming on as well. Interesting substitutions. I think Yilmaz is the left back, isn't he? He hasn't really played that much this season. He'll probably replace Barisic now, I'm assuming. Yeah, he is. Which I guess for Rangers might be useful because Barisic has been stinking out of the place today. So yeah, Yilmaz. I've never seen this guy play, to be fair, Yilmaz. They literally bought him and he's been injured all season. And Raskin's coming off here for Matondo, who I think is a winger, so it looks like Rangers are switching the formation up a little bit here. And to be fair, right, I thought Raskin was probably one of the only decent Rangers players in the first half. He looked quite composed in the midfield. So interesting substitution. I would have took Lundstrom off. But yes, I'm not a manager, so. But it is Iwata here now for Celtic with a long ball forward from Maida to chase, and Maida will chase that. And Maida with a switch across trying to find Hagsbanovic, but it was a poor cross and it goes out of play for a goal kick to Rangers. Yes, just to confirm quickly, so it was Yilmaz on for Barisic, and then it was Matondo on for Raskin. Now Cantwell here for Rangers. Gives it to Morelos. To Lundstrom. Now to Cantwell again. Cantwell across to Arfield. Now to Tavernier. Now to Matondo. Matondo over ball into the box. Good save by Joe Hart and it's cleared away by Starfelt. But we really need to be careful now. Don't want to concede now. Now Lundstrom on the ball. Gives it to Cantwell. Cantwell here to Yilmaz. Yilmaz to Carter Vickers. Clears it out for a corner. Good defending from Carter Vickers there, but I almost thought I went in the back of the net then. And as we said, Carter Vickers has been really good this game. And Cantwell was attempting to get the Rangers fans riled up a little bit. Ball comes in from the corner. It's headed away though by Starfelt. Now to Moy. And Moy can break here for Celtic. But he's tackled though. And Matondo will pass it back to McGregor. And then we'll hoof it back up the park. Celtic in possession here now with Starfelt. Approaching the last 15 minutes here now, guys. We could be 15 minutes away from a cup final and a very highly likely treble. And it is Haksabanovic here with a cross, and it goes out for a corner. And this is good, this is good. Get a corner kick here, guys. Haksabanovic there linking up with Ralston. And we do get a corner. Take our time. I wouldn't have took Jota off, I don't think. But I guess because he hasn't been fit is the right thing to do for his fitness-wise. But he's brilliant today again. Be able to ease him back in, I suppose. Moy here, though, from the corner. Headed on there by Carter Vickers, but McGregor does collect it. Now McGregor with a long ball forward. Trying to find Matondo on the chase there. But comes straight to Joe Hart. And now Taylor. With a floating ball over to Maida. And Maida gets the... Moy, not Maida. Moy gets the better of Tavernier. Now falls to Maida. Maida with a shot. It goes over the bar. Jesus Christ. Is that a corner kick, I think, as well? It's a corner to Celtic, I believe. Well played by Moy there as well, on that left-hand side here. I think that is a corner. They played it short, though, Celtic. Now ball comes in the corner. Headed there by Starfelt. It just goes over the bar, though. It's a goal kick here to Rangers. This is a little bit better now. The last 2-3 minutes, we've been having a few chances. We still want to play out Rangers. We don't want to sit back and invite pressure. Because this probably 30 minutes of the second half has all been Rangers, which has been a bit nervy. But Tavernier here now for Rangers. Gives it to Matondo. And that goes out of play for a Rangers throw-in. Enos Hadji is doing the splits on the touchline here, warming up. He might be coming on in a bit for Rangers. I think they got one more substitution to make. But Goldson here with a long ball forward, trying to find Sakala, but Celtic can read it. And now Maida on the ball here for Celtic. Can he break on the counter-attack here? Gives it up to Haksabanovic. Now Ralston, and Ralston wins a throwing for Celtic. Now Wata here for ball to Maida. McGregor collects it though. Now Cantwell here, fouled though by Maida. And it will be a free kick to Rangers and a yellow card for Maida as well. Seems a bit light. I don't know why he's given a yellow card for that. Might be a second warning. 10 minutes left, guys. Past stoppage time. Now Lundstrom here. To Arfield. Nice pass, to be fair. Now to Sakala. Sakala here for Rangers with a shot. Blocked by Carter Vickers, though. And that'll go out of play for a Rangers throw-in. Now Matondo. Matondo here. Tackled there by Ralston. And Celtic do clear away the danger for now. Up to Kyogo, but straight to Goldson. Now Goldson here to Lundstrom. Lundstrom back to Goldson. Now back to McGregor. Across to Davies. Now Goldson with a long ball forward here. For Tavernier. Tavernier with a ball into the box. Cleared away there by Carter Vickers. And now Celtic are back on the ball here. With Hagsbanovic, I believe. Across to Maida, but it was a poor pass. And that will go out of play here for a goal kick to Rangers. And also a yellow card here to Cantwell, is that? I believe so, yeah. Cantwell just got a yellow card as well for a foul on Hagsbanovic. Yeah, well, he tried to tackle him down to the floor, but missed. Yilmaz here now to Matondo, and that goes out of play for a Celtic throw-in. And it looks like Hadji's coming on here for Rangers as well. I think this is our last substitution they can make. Eunice Hadji's coming on. Also been injured for like 2 years by the looks of it. Cantwell here, back to Yilmaz. Now McGregor. Kicks out of play for a throwing. Just poor from Rangers. Looked like a really promising signing when he initially signed for Rangers, but obviously had a massive injury. But Hadji here is coming on for Morelos. He hasn't done too much today. And that means they got no out-and-out striker now either. I mean, Sakala can play striker, I believe, but he's been on the wing for the majority of this game so far. But it is Matondo chasing a loose ball here for Rangers on that left-hand side, which he does get to. Now he's going to get past Carter Vickers. Gives it to Arfield with a shot, and it goes over the bar, and that'll be out for a goal kick here to Celtic. And it looks like Hayangoyoy is coming on here for Celtic, a player I want to see more of. I'm assuming he will replace Kyogo for the next 7-8 minutes of this game. Yeah, he is. He's replacing Kyogo, and I think Kyogo might take his time here to come off the park. Just giving the Celtic fans a round of applause, and he's obviously got an applause back at him as well. Not his best game, Kyogo, but he was still there and about. He had a few chances here and there. He probably would have liked to get a goal, but it wasn't meant to be today, unfortunately. But Hyungoy could maybe get the killer goal. But it is Yilmaz on the ball here for Rangers. Gives it back to Lundstrom, and it kicks out of play here for a Rangers throw-in. Somehow. Goldson. Up to Tavernier. Now to Sakala. Sakala here to Goldson. Now back to Davies. To Cantwell. Back to Goldson. Now Hadji. And that goes out of play for a Celtic throw-in. And now Davies on the ball here. Make sure you drop a like on the stream, guys, if you're new around here, and subscribe as well for more Celtic content. Cantwell here now on the ball for Rangers. Gives it to Matondo. Now back to Cantwell. He's then fouled by the looks of it, and it'll be a Rangers free kick. Now to Sakala. This is looking dangerous though from Rangers. They're constantly pressing us. I don't want them to score obviously now, the last few minutes of the game. Now Joe Hart with a free kick. Long ball forward here for Yongo to chase, but McGregor gets there first and clears it out for a Celtic throw-in. And now Maida again on the ball here for Celtic. The last 5 minutes of the game, or last 3 minutes of the game, plus stoppage time. Which Ralston will take. Gives it into Youngboy. Now backhill pass is misplaced and it goes straight to Lundstrom. Now Lundstrom here to Hadji, who's then tackled there by McGregor. And that's a yellow card to McGregor also for that challenge. He'll take it. Prevent the counter-attack from Rangers. Now Goldson here back to McGregor. Now to Tavernier. Haksbanovic here for Celtic on the left-hand side here. Good chance, but Arfield's got there first. And cleared it away to Tavernier. Now back to Goldson, who's hoofed the ball at the park here to find Sakala. But it's fell to Callum McGregor instead. And now Rangers do get back possession for now though, with Yilmaz. Now to Matondo. Now to Lundstrom. Cross to Tavernier. With ball into the box. Falls to Yilmaz. Now trying to find Hadji, but it's headed away by Celtic and cleared away for a throw-in to Rangers. And Starfelt's got a cramp in his hamstring, so Joe Hart's just stretching him out. Now Lundstrom. To Yilmaz. Yilmaz with a shot from distance and it goes over the bar. And out for a goal kick to Celtic. And the Rangers fans are deflated. Now Cantwell loses the ball to Owata. Now Owata trying to poke a pass forward, but goes out of play for a Rangers throw-in instead. And we are approaching the 90th minute here, guys. We've got 5 minutes of stoppage time, which is a bit concerning because to be honest, guys, the second half has been all Rangers. Has to be said. McGregor here to Tavernier. Up to Arfield. Arfield here now to Matondo. Not a great pass. And Celtic will clear away for now. Now Moy. Can we get a goal right now? It'd be ideal. Moy here to Awata. Awata here, back to Moy. And he's tackled and he goes out of play for a Celtic throw-in. Now Rangers throwing again here. Cantwell gives it away to Huangoi, but Rangers do get a free kick, which they take quickly. Now Goldson up to Tavernier. Now Tavernier here to Goldson again. Now long ball forward here, trying to find Sagala. Excuse me. Coming straight to Joe Hart. Ralston's on the floor here, but he looks alright. And Joe Hart here. His goal kick. Now Rangers throw in. It's a Celtic throw in here now. The last 2 minutes of this game. And the treble is very much on, guys. Hoyangoy here. Now McGregor. To Goldson. Back to McGregor with a long ball forward here. Trying to find Arfield, but falls to the Celtic player instead. Now Owata. Now Arfield here wins it back for Rangers. Gives it up to Hadji. Now to Yilmaz. A long ball forward here for Sakala, which goes out of play. Out for a Celtic throw-in. The last few seconds, guys. The Celtic fans are absolutely bouncing over the over at Hampden. Some atmosphere there, man. Absolutely buzzing. Looks like they're going to get the better of Rangers yet again this season. And this ends any talk of Rangers getting anything out of this season at all. It's a really, really bad season for them. Now McGregor with a long ball forward. Trying to find Tavernier. Comes to Hagsbanovic instead. Hagsbanovic with a pass to Maida. And then he turns and shoot. Gives it to Owata, shoots. It comes straight to McGregor though. And now McGregor maybe with the last chance for Rangers. And it goes out. And that's the full-time whistle, guys. It ends 1-0 to Celtic. And our treble hopes are very much intact. And it looks like we will get it done as we get to the Scottish Cup final, guys. And that was the big game. And we come out on top yet again against Rangers. Absolutely buzzing. But yeah, guys, Thanks for watching the stream. Yeah, I'll see you guys for the next game. Take care. Bye-bye.